Hello and welcome to my little detailing Yoda channel. Today you join me from the inside of my pal Neil's GTR, which I thought would make a bit of a different change of scenery, something different for you. So hope you enjoy that. In this video, and part of the reason I'm sat in this car, is today I want to talk to you about YouTube and why I have a YouTube channel. As you can see from the title, my main YouTube channel for my detailing business just got monetized. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that, and I want to talk to you about why I think a YouTube channel is probably the number one thing you should be doing. One of the number one things, one of the top things, anyway, you should be doing. So yes. So the YouTube for detailers. So what I want to do in this video is just tell you a little bit about my history with YouTube. This is where really I'm trying to share my experience with you, and then maybe you can learn from it. Maybe it'll help you with your detailing businesses. So I'm just got a couple of notes down here on so what we're talking about here is not this channel. What we're talking about here is my main TI22 channel, which is my business name. That's the name I've been detailing cars under for the last 11-12 years. So we're talking about that really. I originally started a YouTube channel for that business back in 2012. And that was some really rubbish videos. I think the first video I ever put up was like a photo collage of a car that I detailed. And I didn't really do much with it for a couple of years. I put a couple of those photo collage things up. Didn't really do much with it. Obviously, as time went on, YouTube became more of a thing. And I did a bit more reading and a few things happened. And I gradually did a few more videos, really. I didn't do anything crazy with it, although, with varying bits of interest back then with YouTube, you could apply for monetization fairly easily, which I did. Even though I had, I think, probably about 20 subscribers and was getting about a view a week or something crazy like that. But, we all think we're going to be YouTube millionaires, don't we? So that's what we do. So, and then time went on, and I thought, and then, there were the rise of a few big detailing channels, weren't there, sort of 3 or 4 years ago. So you've got White Details would be the biggest one that everybody knows about. There are a few American ones now, Larry from Ammo NYC, quite a few really big detailing channels. And my pal Neil, who owns this, has done a lot on YouTube, has launched or had a hand in quite a few YouTube channels. So it was interesting knowing his experience, and that was sort of pushing me on. So I found I was grabbing the camera like I am now more and more and just putting some films of cars up on YouTube. Nothing crazy. I was never too much into the editing side of things. I always wanted to spend my time on polishing the cars. And paying the bills, really. So as much as I would love to have had thousands of pounds worth of camera equipment and taken some proper time out to learn to edit and buy a computer that was capable of running a proper edit suite, that was never sort of a practicality for me, really. So where this is all leading to, just to give you a bit of background, is the number one recommendation I would have with you guys is to start a YouTube channel. Why is that, James? And you're all going to go look at my other YouTube channel now and say, well, it's still very low. It's got 1,500 subscribers or something. It's not you're not White Details, are you, James? That's what you're going to say to me. And I'm going to say no. But the major bit of experience I really want to share with you about that channel was probably late 17, early 18, when I really started trying to do volume of videos and really try and regularly upload. Was fairly soon, actually, I noticed that customers were booking jobs based on videos I'd filmed. So you'll notice I've done silly stuff like a mineral grey, it's not even an M3, I think it's like a 420D or something. That video has had like 4,000 views and it's a 40-second walk around video. But I've booked jobs off the back of that video. People come in and say, whatever you did to that car, I want my car to look like that car. So I think I was never in YouTube for the subscriber money or for the views money or any of that stuff, because I was aware even at an early time, even with 1 million views, you'll be lucky if some videos make you £10. So the main thing was always it was a showcase. One of the really important things you should know about YouTube is it is the second most used search engine in the world. First is obviously Google. The second one, believe it or not, is YouTube. So if you think about how you do stuff, if you're anything like me in real time, if I want to know how to change the stereo in my car, if I want to know how fast the GTR accelerates, if I want to, you know, anything from watching a race between a GTR and an M4, which one's faster, or how to take the lock out of my front door, you can do it on YouTube, can't you? So YouTube is this thing now, and that it's become for the last 3 or 4 years, where it's the go-to search engine for a lot of things. So that's the number one thing I would say to you. That's why I would urge you to start a YouTube channel today, is just to showcase your work. It is a video. If a picture tells 1,000 words, then a video maybe tells 1,000 pictures. So it's a very good way of communicating your work. I see a lot of people doing walk around videos, but the media they're on, so Instagram and Facebook are catching up with video media, but YouTube really is the king because it's owned by Google, I suppose. So that's the number one thing. That's what I wanted to say on that and my experience with YouTube. The second part of this video, I suppose, is to do with what did it take to get monetized? Why would you want to get monetized? What is monetization? So monetization, if you don't know, is YouTube paying you a small amount per video for every time they show an advert on one of your videos to someone who's watching one of your videos. The amount of revenue you get for that is very, very small. If you have a look around on YouTube, you can see there are lots of people who've done, this is how much YouTube paid me for 1 million views or for 10,000 subscribers or whatever. And in a way, this is what YouTube paid me in my first month of being monetized sort of video. So what did it take for me to get monetized? Well, I've just got a couple of notes on this piece of paper down here. It took me 114 videos. Now, like I've just said, I'm not the best video editor. I'm not the best video filmer out there. My view was always to just showcase it in a way that didn't look fake. So I always wanted to look realistic, same as I do here, really. Just want to try and be authentic to you guys and get the message there. I haven't got thousands to be plowing into, you know, 4K cameras and a laptop that can process 4K video files and, you know, a big editing suite and then taking the time to learn that stuff. That stuff takes a long time. I've got a passing acquaintance with Jim White. I've chatted to him a few times. You know, those videos that he produces take easily a weekend of editing. The filming is the easy bit, and believe me, that adds. So on a one-day detail, if you're picking up the camera, it can easily add half a day to a detail, just picking up the camera and filming it as you detail. And then you've probably got a weekend of editing. So it's like the tip of an iceberg, if you imagine. The filming is the little bit above the water. The bit below the water that no one sees is the editing. And I take my hat off to Neil that owns this car and all of those guys who are doing mega editing for films, because it's ridiculous. It takes, I suppose it's like the machine work of the detailing world, isn't it? Everyone sees a shiny car. They don't see the hours and hours you put into it with a machine polisher. They think it's the magic ceramic that you put on at the end that's giving it that super gloss, don't they? And it's the same with filmmaking. People think it's the way you've shot it, but it's not. It's the way you've edited it and the way you've told the story that is the important thing. So it's taken me a long time, 114 videos. I'm now up to 1,500 subscribers. The metric for YouTube to be monetized is you have to have over 1,000 subscribers, but you also have to have more than 240,000 minutes viewed in the last year, which is more than 4,000 hours of viewing, which for me was the harder metric to hit. Weirdly, if this channel ever gets monetized, you guys seem to watch these videos a lot longer than you do the other ones, which is not surprising because hopefully I'm giving information out that's useful. So maybe this one will be quicker to be monetized. I don't know. That is one of the things I want to do with this channel, but I guess that's a little way you guys can pay me back if you find this information useful, that YouTube can pay me a little bit of ad revenue, and that in a little way pays for some of my time. Although the next point I was going to make, which is the answer to the how much money did you make in your first month of being monetized? The answer is £15. So yes, at the moment, YouTube is paying me about 50 pence a day for my videos with 1,500 subscribers and 114 videos up there. Arguably, they're not the videos that people want to watch the most, but again, I'm trying to showcase my business, and more, people are just booking work with me or training, thank you very much guys, off the back of the videos I'm making. So again, one of the reasons for doing a detailing Yoda channel was to separate my training from the cars that I was doing as TI-22. And that's highlighted my training and me, I guess. And a lot of you guys have got in touch about training. So thank you for that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much rounding it up. I don't want to keep it to a massively long video. Do you like this sort of thing? Do you want me to talk about more about YouTube and what it does, or other ways of doing it? One of my things as being self-employed is that we don't have pensions, do we? So one of my hopes would be, even at 50 pence a day or £1 a day, if that is something that goes on and on and on, if I just put that money into a pension or put it into a savings account, I'm 40 now, by the time I retire at 60 or 65, with compound interest, that would have added significantly to maybe what is my little pension pot. So it doesn't take much time just to pick the camera up, do 5 minutes like this, maybe an hour's worth of editing and uploading and stuff to get it onto YouTube, make a thumbnail and stuff. Hopefully it pays me back at some point. If not, at least I'm putting great information out there for you guys. So yeah, hopefully there's been a bit of a break in videos. I apologize for that lately. That is just because we've got so busy again all of a sudden. Now lockdown has come off. But I need to keep trying to make these videos for you guys, and I will. So we'll be much more regular again with those. And if you're new, hi, thanks for making it this far through. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and maybe go and check some of the other videos out on the channel. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to hear more like this, then put a comment below. And we'll look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Cheers, guys. Yoda out. Did I do his last thing?